Okay, so I'm pretty sure you guys are wanting to know a little bit about the jawline, and we have Yvette here.
Hi.
How much does this procedure cost?
So it really depends on the amount of syringes that we are going to be using. Conservatively, it can cost anywhere from $1,200 up to potentially $5,000, depending on how much volume loss somebody has on their jawline.
Who can get this filler and who can't?
For the most part, most people are candidates. The only people that we sometimes tell ahead of time just to be careful is if they have blood thinners on board. If they do blood thinners, they're just going to have a little more downtime. But as far as regular hyaluronic acid fillers, for the most part, people don't really have a reaction to them. If they have an underlying autoimmune disorder, there's always a chance of some inflammatory reaction. But overall, anybody can get them done.
Is there any swelling or anything that a person should not do when they get this done? Is there any like restrictions?
So you don't really have true restrictions. We do suggest that people avoid strenuous activity. So I would suggest you not go run and do some vigorous exercise because you may bring more blood flow to the area, which is going to cause more swelling.
Okay.
We also tell people to avoid really hot environments, like no saunas, no hot showers, jacuzzis, anything that opens up your blood vessels is going to bring more blood flow to the area, so you'll have swelling for a longer period of time.
So everything I do, don't do it. So yeah, I can't get into the sauna or the jacuzzi. No hot places. How long does this last?
So typically hyaluronic acid fillers, which is what we used on you today, last approximately 6 to 9 months.
Okay.
We do have something that's called Radius, which has calcium in it, and that has a longer life. But typically with the HA fillers, you're looking at about 6 to 9 months.
Can they get a consultation with you?
Absolutely.
Are you doing virtual consultation still?
Yes.
So you guys can actually book a virtual consultation with her instead of asking me about, you can always ask her. Her information is going to be below as well. Her Instagram and the facility is also going to be linked below where you guys can actually call in. What does jawline fillers actually do?
So it helps accentuate the actual jawline, but it also helps minimize this submental and submandibular fat because sometimes by elongating the jawline or the chin, we actually make this area look more narrow and thinner. So sometimes it almost gives you the illusion the person has lost some weight.
Yeah.
So it helps again with the jawline, the angle of the mandibular angle here.
Yeah.
So it gives you a nicer profile because we accentuate the jawline or the mandibular angle. It actually pulls out the chin, so again, the profile looks better because sometimes people pay a lot of attention to their lips but don't realize that by actually making the chin a little bit more prominent, it gives you a better distribution of the face.
Because I noticed that just now, like it doesn't look like my bottom lip is protruding as much as it normally is, so I can tell the balance. It gives it a lot of balance.
Ratio, like in thirds, this is supposed to be a third, this is supposed to be a third, and most of us don't have a third in the lower portion, especially as we age, because we do start to lose volume. So by adding just a little bit here, it gives you better distribution, and it actually makes the face look a little bit better.
And does this create collagen as well, or is it like the threads that create collagen?
The Radius, the one that I spoke of, that's actually, it has calcium in it. That's a biomodulator, and that will actually create collagen and elastin.
Okay.
And I usually like to start off patients with the HA filler first because we can break it down if for whatever reason they don't like it. Once somebody tries it and they love the way their chin looks and really want it to last for a long period of time, that's usually when I actually start using Radius instead of a regular HA filler.
Okay. And can you add threads with this?
Yes.
Okay, so you guys can also add threads with this. I don't really have a lot of issues with like a double chin and stuff like that. So I know a lot of other plus size women may have more of an issue right here, but you guys can also use threads to kind of lift the fat as well.
Yes.
Okay.
It helps lift the skin. If it's actually pinchable fat, we usually do a combination where we do threads and then we do something else like a laser in order to destroy some of the fat. But the threads will actually lift up the skin.
And is with the double chin, because I know a couple people ask me about double chins, what can they do with the double chin in to get the jawline?
So typically I would say they would need to come in so we can do an evaluation. If it's really pinchable fat, then I would say we need to debulk it with like cool sculpting, where we freeze the fat, destroy the fat, and then once they're smooth, the fat is gone, then we'll do the threads in order to lift the skin.
Okay.
If the person has not that much miscible fat, but they do need a little bit of fat reduction, I like something called the Agnes. It's a radio frequency microneedling machine. It actually will destroy fat and actually tighten the skin at the same time, so it works really well under the double chin, the submental and submandibular area here.
Okay, so I know you guys had asked me about the double chin area. Yeah, I know that I don't really have a double chin, but people were asking me. But I just wanted to let you guys know that, because I know that was a concern and that you guys wanted me to ask them about that. So she gave you all of the what is it called?
Alternatives.
Yeah, all of the alternatives that you guys can do, especially if you come here. I suggest you come here rather than anybody else, because I know I get a lot of questions and you guys are going, some of you guys are going other places. I can't really give you my feedback from another place. So this is my experience here, so I trust them, so that's why you guys should come here. And thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you comment, rate, and subscribe, and follow Yvette, and she can help you with all your questions. And thank you guys so much.